Knowledge, beauty, results. That's what you can expect at Sweatnum Cosmetic Surgery. Jason, already having a little bit too much fun.
Yes,
It's time for our monthly segment sponsored by Sweatnum Cosmetic Surgery. Doctors Jeff Sweatnum and Dr. Jason Stubbs are back. Welcome back. Always good to see you.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, so Jason has gloves on. Not sure why yet, but today's topic we're going to be talking about breast augmentation. And I guess, Jason, do you think you're performing surgery today?
Well, these gloves are sitting here, and I do think...
I think that was actually for the professionals, for the doctors.
Well, I jumped in. Whenever I see gloves, I just put them on. I'm ready. Born ready.
You brought us kind of like a sample of what an implant looks like.
Yeah.
Let's start there.
Well, when you do breast augmentation, you kind of have options.
Okay.
And the natural option is fat. So we do, actually Dr. Stubbs has one later, we take fat from one place in the body and put it into the breast. And it's a safe, a natural thing. Hadn't been done for that long, but we've kind of taken off with it a little bit. And then you have saline implants, which are a silicone coating that you fill with saline or salt water. And then we have silicone. Silicone has been around for a long time too, but these are the newer silicone implants, and
what makes them different?
Well, the difference is that the gel in there is very cohesive, and you'll see in a minute. We're going to have our surgeon here cut this thing open, and you'll see it's very. It wants to stay together. It doesn't, unlike the old implants, it doesn't leach out of the cover, and it doesn't travel around the body.
Okay.
Yeah. The technology's in the shell, so the shell is much thicker. And so they have a lifetime on them. They used to be about 10 years. So the older implants last about 10 years, and it's time to change them out because after 10 years, the chances of them rupture gets much higher. Now, these are about 25 years. So the technology is much better. It's much thicker capsule, stays nice and soft, and like Doc was saying, it sticks to itself. So it's easier, safer for people.
You ready for me to cut into this thing?
Cut it.
Okay. So you were trying to give me tips earlier, right? What do? Do I need to hold it a certain way?
Just kind of spread it and just dig in.
We're going to dig in. Okay, here we go. Look at that. Woo!
Oh.
You see how the gel comes out?
Yeah, look at that.
But see, you can cut it completely in half, and it wants to stay together.
Sure. Okay, I see what you mean now.
Then let go and watch it come back.
Boink. Oh, wow.
Isn't that cool?
So the problem with the old implants was...
I'm here for sound effects. That's all I do.
The problem with the old implants prior to 2006 was the shells on them weren't very good. So if you laid this implant on this towel and left it there for a year and came back and picked it up, there could be a greasy spot there.
Wow, okay.
So the silicone actually leached out, and over time what it did was it got picked up by lymph nodes, and you could see it, sometimes you could feel it. Most of the problems that were thought to be caused by that silicone have since been proven not to be a problem.
Okay.
So we feel like these are safe. Obviously you need to discuss with your cosmetic surgeon what's the best option for you.
Sure. But, and you said there's fat.
Yes.
There is the silicone casing with saline solution inside, and then there's the entire silicone.
Yes. And the saline ones they're just a flat little bag, and we actually fill them up in the operating room.
Okay.
So, and these come exactly like this.
Interesting.
So we put them in, and we use we didn't bring one, but we use a no-touch technique. Both of us do.
Okay. What does that mean?
Well, that means we don't even look at it hardly. Because one of the problems you can run into with breast augmentation is a thing called capsular contracture, which is thought to be due to possibly a biofilm.
Okay.
Which is a bacteria that can grow on this. And these come to us in a little box, a little thing, and we try not to touch it.
Okay.
You don't want to get your germs on it, right? So you're trying to avoid that.
So we use what's called a Keller funnel, which is we put this in a little, it looks like a pastry bag.
Okay.
And we squeeze that, and so we never touch the implant. We make the pocket. We both use a sizer, so we buy a sizer, we put it in there that's the same size as the implant, we blow it up, we make adjustments to the pocket around that, take it out, irrigate with antibiotic solution, and then we squeeze this in with a funnel, so we never touch it.
Sure. One thing I know maybe people may have questions on is if I have breast augmentation and I have a baby, am I able to breastfeed?
It's a great question. You can, because normally the implant is placed underneath the muscle, and so the native breast tissue is all above it and should be completely functional.
Yes.
And neither one of us used to be people put them through the nipple. That's how they went in. They'd make an incision around the nipple, go through breast tissue to put the implant in. And I don't do that.
Okay.
For that reason, plus the ducts in the breast are exposed to the outside, so you can have bacteria in there.
Yeah, certainly. You want to avoid all that if possible. Yeah. Well, thank you for
Jason,
filling
you
us
did a
in.
good job.
I guess so.
I guess.
I guess so. I guess. I'm just really impressed with this, how you can see that, but then it goes right back. And,
Surgery's in 30 minutes. Do you have time for that?
Yeah. Let's go.
We're going to wrap up here in a second, so I think he actually can follow me back to the office. We've got some information on how you can schedule your consultation and appointment at Sweating Cosmetic Surgery. Thank you so much. We'll see you all next month.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Don't
some
bring
more
gloves.
gloves.
Don't bring gloves. Up